G'day all. Welcome back to A Voice in the Wilderness. Today's subject is going to be Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC, who has turned out to be one of the biggest disappointments that I have seen in politics in a very long time. Talk about selling out. At first I thought, oh, here we go. Maybe we finally got somebody. She gets old enough. We'll have the second coming of an FDR type. Nope. And Jimmy Dore has mentioned this, and it's so true. The word salad, which I notice a lot of the younger bunch, her age group, seem to really rely on word salad when, 10,000 words when you can say the same thing in 20 words. And it's gotten to ridiculous proportions. But I think I finally figured out where she might have learned it. Although I'm not sure she's old enough, but I'm pretty sure she might have picked it up from Star Trek, okay? And I'm going to explain all this to you. But let's have a look at her video first, okay? Just to see what I'm yakking about here. And just give me a second here. Make sure I got the settings right here. I don't know why there we go. All right, so let's have a look at this, and it's about 2 minutes. Was it 3 minutes? Okay, and it's regarding AOC trying to answer how to solve the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. This was back in April. Okay, yeah. And then, of course, this guy that talks to her, like when he announces her, he almost sounds like a professional wrestling guy. Anyways, she ain't that good, pal. Anyway, here we go. Oh, I have to turn my volume off. Right. I got to do that first. Hang on.
Hello, shalom, and welcome to this episode of Congressional Conversations, where we discuss the priorities of New York's Jewish community with members of the New York Congressional Delegation. And I'm your host, Michael Miller, the Executive Vice President and CEO of the Jewish Community Relations Council of New York, JCRCNY. And today, hailing from the 14th Congressional District in the Bronx and in Queens, we welcome Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Representative Ocasio-Cortez serves on the House Committee on Oversight and Reform, the House Committee on Financial Services, the Congressional Hispanic Caucus, and the Congressional Progressive Caucus, among many other responsibilities that she has on Capitol Hill. Welcome, Congresswoman.
Thank you for having me.
The mainstream Jewish community supports the establishment of two states for two peoples as the most sustainable and achievable means of providing justice as well as human and democratic rights. Both the Jewish people and the Palestinian people have a right to self-determination. So what actions do you think can be taken to support movements towards peace, both between Israelis and Palestinians, as well as within the entire region, such as the Abraham Accords?
Yeah, so, earlier just now, you and I were talking about the what and the how.
Yes.
And I think that when we talk about establishing peace, centering people's humanities, protecting people's rights, it's not just about the what and the end goal, which often gets a lot of focus, but I actually think it's much more about the how and the way that we are coming together and how we interpret that what and how we act in the actions that we take to get to that what. And so what this really is about is that it's a question more than anything else about process. And so we really need to make sure that that we are valuing a process where all parties are respected and have, a lot of equal opportunity to really make sure that we are negotiating good faith, et cetera. That being said, I think that there's just this one central issue of settlements, because if the what that has been decided on is to state, then the action of settlements it's not the how to get to that what. And so, I think that that's a central thing that we need to make sure that we center, and that we value Jewish, and rather we value Israel.
Look at the dude, man. Look at, like, listen to this guy. Like, look at what she's just blabbing on, but look at the look on his face. He's like, fuck, man. Did I smoke one or didn't I smoke one? Well, his eyes look kind of red to me, so maybe he did smoke one. He's probably as confused as I am. What in the fuck is she saying? Let's continue.
Israeli, we value the safety and the human rights of Israelis. We value the safety and the human rights of Palestinians in that process that is similar and that on equal footing. And so all of that is extremely important in that process. And, you know,
they're really showing themselves to do really well. Come on, man.
So can you believe that? Really? Like, wow. But I think I might have figured out where she learned to talk like that. And maybe a lot of millennials. Oh, I shouldn't do that. I always get mad at Sagar and Jetty for generalizing boomers. Well, Sagar, here it comes back. Listen to your little millennial, okay? And you call us boomers bad? The fuck is she talking about, Sagar? Okay? Like, I realize you're not big on her, but like, she is a millennial, but I'll never hear you say, oh, those fucking empty-suited millennials. But you'll blame boomers, man, for the fucking air in the sky. Right, Sagar? Anyways, I don't hate on Sagar people. I actually like him very much, and I love, you know, her and his in her show, although I don't always agree with the stuff I see there. But, you know, this generalizing thing I do have a problem with. So, anyways, I found a video that I think pretty much illustrates our purposes here perfectly. And so let's put this on, because like I said, I think I figured out where she learned to talk like this. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think she did mention she is a Star Trek fan. So she's got one good thing about her, but that's about it, because other than that, it's an empty suit. Okay, where's my, there we are. And are we set? Hang on, yep. Okay, so let's try this one, okay? I really think she was, oh, and he was like, what the fuck? Anyway, let's do this one now. It's even better. Ready? Me too.
We also believe we're experiencing some kind of temporal phenomenon.
You think these little pink guys might be the fraud squad? Maybe. You know, the ones that call themselves progressives, but they're not. And the fraud squad. I think I found them. Let's get back to it.
I'm not sure what you mean, Captain. The time loop or whatever it was we ran into out there.
Time loop?
Who told you? Chakotay and I experienced some kind of temporal loop. It involved the Vidians. Phenomenon.
So yeah, there you go. Okay, so I think I figured it out. That's where she learned this stuff. And wow, man, it's really, 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 really bad. Like I was just like, if I was an Israeli, I'd be going, oh well, she's the biggest ally we've got because everything she's so full of shit. She don't know what she's saying, and I don't know why my browser isn't coming up now. Whoops. Oh, don't tell me I'm crashing. No, okay. I don't know what's going on. My browser is like not doing what it's supposed to. It's just a big black screen. I was trying to get up on here. If I can. Anyways, I think you get the point. I was trying to find. Glenn Greenwald put in a tweet there and it more or less said the same thing. It's like, can anybody tell me what in the hell she's talking about? And he's one of the smartest journalists on the planet. But this is what represents us people in the Congress. And we've got a bunch of these in the Canadian Parliament too. They call themselves the woke left, the progressive left. Well, I can tell you, I come from a family of left people from the 60s. These people aren't real left people, okay? They're not neoliberals or anything like that, but they're sure as fuck aren't a true, this is why I became a social libertarian, is because, these people are fucked. And, talk how she's going to resist Pelosi and all this other stuff. I mean, if a guy that's sitting in a trailer out in the middle of the woods, sounds like Jimmy Dore, I'm just a jag off in a garage. Well, I'm just a fucking dope smoker in a trailer out in the woods here, watching my thing and going, what the fuck happened to her? And of course the disease enveloped her, calling Nancy Pelosi Mama Bear. One of the richest and most crooked women in Congress, and Congress person, she's probably up there in the top 3. I don't know, but she's up there, and her attitude's like this. So anyway, that's what represents the 14th district in New York. So good luck to you folks. Thank you for her. Appreciate it. Good old New York, eh? Every time we turn around, you guys send us your best. Not. So anyway, I'm glad that we're going to end this now because I thought maybe I just do kind of a half-assed funny thing, and I'm trying out my new stuff because I got a new webcam and lights and something I said I would never do. And yeah, I've had to learn some things there because it's pointless to do a channel for 3 people. So I've got to work a little bit harder and make things a little bit better. Anyway, thanks for coming. If you want to help out my channels or anything like that, there's some links down in the description. You can do that. If you want information on my other channels or go to them or visit or whatever, there's cards at the end of this video. Okay. So thanks for coming, and everybody be good. If you can't be good at being bad, and peace and long life. All right, be safe.